Just get 2 Olamars. Clapping in the background and then bowing down.
All 4 of them.
2000.
Did you see the 47? The 47 in this PM trailer?
Where was it?
Oh yeah, what was that? I didn't get it.
Every PM trailer since like 3.0, since they announced 3.0, has had the number 47 in it.
Well,
somewhere.
the rumor itself has been long, like has lasted around for like since PM started. Like it's 47. They hinted at like because they no not all, since it started, but since they added Mewtwo, I think, like all the characters. So that's 46 characters. So 47's been hinting at this. You know, everyone said maybe it's this 47th character, and every time they put it in a trailer, they try to like dissect why that 47's there and what the meaning of it. And I think one of the PMVR actually said like they're just fucking with us.
Yeah, they put it in every trailer, and in this one it was in the clip where they showed Link fighting Roy.
Oh wow, okay.
And it was Link's damage.
That's awesome.
But also in that clip when they were fighting, the stocks, it was All-Star mode. It was Link, Zelda. It was Link, Toon Link, Ganon, and Zelda. So all 4 Ocarina of Time, and then he was fighting Roy, and it was Roy, Marth, Ike, and then Pit.
Oh wow.
So it's like, are they
making
maybe hinting at a new Fire Emblem character?
Lynn or whatever her name is?
Who would it be though?
Lena.
Oh, okay, that's right.
L-Y-N.
Well, there was that video. I don't know if y'all ever saw it online of the guy of Knuckles. Like it was they had an actual playable Knuckles that I don't think it was a skin. It had custom moves and everything.
I've seen several of them.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's working on a Ridley. So, I mean, there are people who are doing it.
That was fake though.
No,
like,
there are people actually designing Ridleys.
Well, the PMVR guy, he actually made one, but he said it was unofficial, just for fun.
Okay.
But they made a Vegeta too. So
Before we get too much in the conversation, let's say hello to everybody. I don't think there's anybody there quite yet. We don't have any viewers, but just for the sake of
did y'all post in the Facebook business?
Yeah, we're doing. Well, actually, I'll do that now. But either way, no, I've already tested the sounds. Everybody sounds good. So,
but I pulled the mic away from it.
all right, let me say we're live. Twitch. Well, I can just copy and paste that. But, okay, so let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Well, we'll talk about the Twitch stream and what we do, and then we'll introduce, well, let's do the introduction first. I'm Colby. Koala, for those who, oh God, those who've played at our tournaments. You are?
Hey, I'm Risk. How's it going?
I'm too cool for school.
Too cool for school. No, this is Devin, everybody. You know him as the fraud himself. Okay. Welcome to Lafayette Smash's Land. Oh, I gotta update the Twitch name, the Twitch title, but this is the Land of the Freest Twitch cast. We're really, really excited to have you guys here. We don't have anybody really to play friendlies at the moment, but we will later, so we'll have the friendlies up in a little bit. But we do have. I'd rather not say it out loud.
We'll just type it in.
I will let you know in a moment.
Just type it in there. And
okay, I'll do it. But anyway,
just type it in.
Yeah. Do you know it? Thank you. Okay, so for those who don't know what we do here, we basically go over Smash topics that are popular in the Smash world. It is a fantastic time. We appreciate it. Vice says the sounds are great, by the way, so that's good news.
We got a viewer? We
have 4, actually.
Hello. Hey, we got viewers.
So, anyway, let's go ahead and we can start talking about some of the topics. We usually like to start with news. Kind of news around the Smash world. Obviously, the big news that we were talking about before we even started casting was Project M. Is it 3.6? Yeah, 3.6.
Oh, yes.
3.6, baby. So, Project M 3.6 is announced. They don't even have the date set yet, but Project M 3.6 is
coming
on the way. Coming soon, that's right. So that's the big news, and we were talking about what we noticed.
And they're fixing Olamar.
And they're fixing Olamar, which makes Devin apparently make weird noises.
That's giving me the chubbiest of chubs.
It's giving the chubs.
Dude, Chub City Ford in the building.
So, what else was it about 3.6 that people noticed?
New skins.
They're toning down Lucario a little bit. They
I don't know if they confirmed that.
That's true. You're right.
I think that was just like a hint or like a rumor.
Maybe so.
Based off of some stuff.
I saw obviously there's some new stages.
New stages. They're replacing Dracula's castle with that Delfino Secrets
which I like.
stage.
I
like Dracula's. It's got the ladies with the swords in their chests. It's creepy. The Delfino Secret has too much crap going on in the background. Y'all cry about Lilat all the time. How you gonna play on Delfino Secret?
The Bowser's level looks beautiful.
That looks, and it's weird how.
Yeah, definitely not gonna be legal with those.
Here's what's weird though. I find that they are making the game more beautiful. They're pushing the Wii further than I think Nintendo has, which I think is so cool.
And they're not even just every update. They just put a little bit of polish on.
A little
it.
bit.
Just a little bit.
And I
of
mean,
polish.
it's like, how old is the Wii? 10 years old now? Like, it's pretty old. I mean, Brawl came out 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 or 8 years ago. So it's the Wii has got to be approaching 10 years old.
Yeah.
And they're still pushing the graphical, expectations out of it. I think that's incredible.
It's amazing, especially with, like we all know, they're not getting, it's not a job, it's
Yeah.
a passion, I guess,
Yeah.
or just a hobby. But,
Uh,
that I wanted to mention about what?
You only have the one webcam?
What?
Yes.
The what cam?
That's dumb.
There's another webcam over.
webcam.
It's over there. It's facing towards friendlies.
Player
I
cam.
mean, it's just for the player whenever we start playing.
But,
Like
so,
talking to y'all, and the camera's over here.
whatever.
I'm trying to get some FaceTime.
Anyway, so the Bowser level, it made me think though. It's beautiful, and I wonder if they're trying to maybe push into making PM their own thing and like make rules different to where the level. The only thing I don't like is the fact that they drop. If they were just there, I wonder if that would be like
There's no other levels with stage hazards that are legal.
not yet. But I mean,
True.
They started out as being a melee, like Project Melee was their thing, and now it's not. Now they've openly said Project, the M no longer stands for Melee. They're doing their own thing, and maybe they're looking for a new rule set.
away.
Maybe they're going to say, you know what, like your what's it, qualifications for what makes a level bannable.
Well, I
Do
think
that.
that's determined by the community more
Yeah,
so than
I
the
It
developers.
is, but maybe they're trying
And-
to foster that. Maybe they're trying to like push. Like,
Could be,
come on,
but
guys.
if there's anything we know about the Smash community, it's that they're a bunch of stubborn bastards.
Yeah.
That's not
If
the
it ain't
truest
broke,
statement.
don't fix it.
Okay, wait. Before we get too much in the discussions, I want to do the order to like the quick news
Yeah,
points
yeah, yeah.
as quick
Okay.
as we can.
Sure.
Aftershock was held, the biggest PM tournament that's been held so
Huge.
far. Awesome tournament, and I have a really cool thing to talk about during group discussion that was based on a Reddit thread that I love.
I actually did not watch any of that tournament
It's
except
okay.
for the DF4 stock on West Balls.
Yeah.
Shout out to DF
Yeah,
because
shout out to Drinking Food.
balling.
That was really good.
So I don't know anything about the tournament. I was in Austin all
It
weekend
was good.
celebrating Vice's bachelor party.
I will tell you, we were so close. We were in Austin.
Where was it?
Arlington. Well, not that close, but you
That's
could've-
closer to Dallas.
Yeah, that's closer to Dallas. Anyway, point is, Aftershock was the largest PM tournament ever held. I don't know the exact number of entrants, but it was a lot. So I think that's a good sign that PM is still healthy, even without the VGBC brand on it. And then I'm Not Yelling was announced, which is the I'm Not Yelling, which is another big California tournament, and it's going to be
Kobe
Armada,
cannot attend
Kirby
that
Kaze.
tournament.
No, I can't. But here's what's crazy: Mango announced that he's going, so it's going to be like some of the bigger names are actually
And it's a
going to this
PM tournament?
No, they might have PM. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay.
I'm curious, though. I don't know.
Because I don't follow the upcoming tournaments that closely until they're
Yeah.
like a couple of days before. I'm like, oh, there's a tournament this weekend. I'm gonna watch it.
Let's see. I am actually curious. Melee singles, melee doubles. Nope, all melee. Ooh.
No
Oh,
PM.
No PM.
Man.
That's how it is
That's
nowadays.
okay.
It sucks.
Is Leffen going?
No, Armada's going. Maybe Leffen will make it out there just because Armada, because he's kind of a follower.
Dude,
But,
Leffen's probably gonna hang out in Sweden until Evo rolls
Yeah.
around.
He's-
You know why?
well,
Because he's
why?
afraid of the kid.
Well,
He's
the
afraid
kid,
of
the kid challenged him to another $1,000
Oh, I know.
money match. All right, so group discussion. Let's start at the top. I want to go in this order, and the reason why is because I want to start off with Raffle 4. I want to thank everybody for coming. I know it was 2 weeks ago. I think we have the VODs up now, don't we?
Yes.
Some of them
Vice-
at least.
Most of them.
Steve's
Most of
slacking
them-
a little bit. The ones he didn't feel like
He's a
needed to be
lazy,
uploaded, he
lazy
didn't.
punk.
Doing the whole getting married. thing.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, marriage. Ben says to get rid of the victory screen. All right. Well,
Hi, Olamar's bowing. Dude, you need to be bowing to Olamar and his grandeur.
So we're starting off with Raffle 4. I want to thank everybody who came. Thanks, guys, for coming. We really, really appreciate it. We hope that the tournament was up to your standard of tournament. But obviously, it's something that we are very passionate about, so we really love having you guys there. Thank you. What else? Oh, who won? Let's see. Lee and
Taylor.
Lee and Taylor won.
Lee and Taylor.
Okay, so Lee and Taylor, congratulations. For
Shouts
winning
out to
everything.
you guys for taking
Yeah.
all our money.
So thanks again for coming, and we should have another one scheduled when I'm thinking.
Let's look at the end of school at the latest.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably I would think May. If we could have it our way, it'd be May. Ben, you mean the game sound needs to go down, or is it just down? Anyway, he will let us know. Alrighty. But, next order. So, thanks again for Okay, so we already started to talk about PM 3.6. So, PM 3.6, what are you thinking? Is there anything you noticed? I noticed that they really like Bowser. I think it might have just been because of the stage, but every
I think that had a lot to do with just the stage.
I saw some people discussing it in this match.
Some buffs to Bowser. I did see that on the command grab. On the command grab, you can pummel now, just like a regular grab, which they had previously taken out. You can do it in Brawl. I think in Miracle. Couldn't do it in the bringing that, which is kind of nice. You don't have to instantly grab him and throw him, which is kind of scary, honestly, because the good Bowsers who can land those command grabs off stage can just fall with you, get the stage spike with the back throw or the forward throw, depending on how they get you. They don't have to just immediately throw you now. They can wait it out and bait the stage spikes, which is really scary.
Yeah.
Good Bowsers are terrifying.
Dude, I mean, did y'all see that? I don't know if y'all watched a lot of the videos and stuff, but there was a Pink Fresh versus this guy Blue something out of New York, and man, this guy's Bowser was on point, and especially because he was fighting Lucas. No, it came down to the last match last
Boy,
time.
Pink Fresh.
But I mean, for Lucas, who's such a fast character compared to Bowser, for him to struggle,
it's a good Lucas too. Pink Fresh is
like
good.
for him to struggle that hard, it was really cool to watch.
I put him, that Pink Fresh is definitely top 3 Lucas.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I know Neon is probably the best.
Dude, Neon's number 1.
Who's number 2 though? Would it be Pink Fresh?
I don't know any other Lucases. That's why I said top 3. Because there might be another one I'm not aware of.
That was the safest point. All right. But yeah, so 3.6 looking good. We're really excited about it. I don't know about you guys. So
I'm super happy. They're fixing Olimar. I've been waiting for Olimar to be viable since 3.5.
Oh, and also
Olimar was great in 3.02.
Yeah.
And then 3.5, he's poo.
Hopefully they better nerf Ivysaur. Vice, I'm talking to you, Vice. Vice. They better nerf her.
I don't know.
They better nerf her. Him, I don't care. It has a deep voice. It's a man. They better nerf that freaking Pokemon.
Depending on whose tier list you're looking at, Ivysaur is pretty frequently placed pretty low.
See, but I don't understand how.
I feel like we just play too aggressive, and we really don't know the meta. Because I know how to play Steven, but I don't know the Ivysaur matchup.
I can't play Ivysaur. I just can't.
Vice is
Vice's Ivysaur. I mean, okay, Ivysaur. So fast, huge range, a lot of stun moves. Not a knockback. Not a knockback. The whip. What is it called? The little the blade leaf.
Razor Leaf.
Razor Leaf.
Yeah.
That fucking thing is the worst. I hate Ivysaur. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I was actually.
And Vice is an asshole.
I was talking to VVB earlier today about the tier lists and different characters, and we were talking about Rob specifically because DF. I mean, obviously he did amazing.
There were 2 Roys in the top 16. I mean, 2 Robs in the top 16 at Aftershock.
Really?
Yeah, DF and somebody else.
Well, I was like Rob has, especially against space animals, it seems like he has an answer to everything space animals have. Like he's, crazy good character, but Ben said that Rob's not actually that good. He's, especially in space animals, it's supposed to be like 60-40 in favor of space animals. And I'm not even
I think a lot of people just are very unsure about the matchup.
Well, when a person masters a character, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Vice just has a good Ivysaur. I don't know if I've never seen another Ivysaur do as well against me, or locally or against us.
I mean, the best player in the state, his Ivysaur got trumped by Vice.
Yeah, Steve-O. I mean, granted, it was a Ditto,
but still, it was 2 Ivysaurs, very similar. Right. I mean, and it was Lee versus Vice, and he stomped him. Then Lee switched to Mario and completely dominated him. But the point is,
but I feel like
his Ivysaur is good.
If the character is overpowered and needs to be nerfed, really badly, it's because everyone's picking them up and doing really well with little effort. Or if everyone has a pocket, whatever, that character may need some changes.
Yeah.
If it's all consistently the same character.
I don't feel like Ivysaur needs. I could maybe suggest a couple of things, but I feel like they're probably based off of what just pisses me off when I fight Ivysaur. Like Razor Leaf having 400 hitboxes, or if I shield it, I'm locked in shield. And if I spot dodge it, I'm going to get hit. Yep. And if I roll away, rolling is bad. You don't want to roll.
It's slow.
Power shield it, duh.
It's slow and it hits
every power shield every time. Duh.
It's so frustrating.
Power shield's better.
But I do want to bring up the because I'm a Samus main, new Samus skin coming out for 3.6 as well. And Dark Samus looks awesome.
Oh God, are you gonna pull it over here? Well, but overall, I'm thinking we're all kind of excited about 3.6. Now, my question is when it's gonna come out. Hopefully sooner than later. But dude, the lag is there. You're gonna have to.
But I didn't see this on the list, but I do want to bring it up in the same. Right after 3.6, but
Okay.
the 20XX Tournament Edition.
Yes, I meant to write about that. I'm sorry.
That looks really good. They added everything that we've asked for. Really.
What's the
Have you not heard of that?
20XX Tournament Edition. There's a really nice trailer that came out about it.
It looks good. It's coming out
has
in June or something.
this summer. Yeah, for sure. I know they have a lot of frozen levels where things like Wispy Woods is turned off.
Yeah, you can turn off Wispy.
Fuck Wispy.
There's no Shy Guys. I'm pretty sure there's still Randall, but that's okay.
Yeah, Randall's my boy.
Randall, though, I don't think does anything really
Yes, he does.
wrong.
Well, I feel like Randall equally helps out and screws people up.
Giveth, you taketh away.
Oh,
Give
dude,
it, then he taketh
I've
away.
seen- I've
Wispy
lost-
only screws
Yeah.
shit up.
Yeah.
I've lost so many stocks trying to land on Randall, and it's just like, damn it, and I fall off the side.
But they have quicker load times. They have custom shield colors. They
Yeah.
have just everything and more. I don't know.
Which is weird,
really
because
good.
it's like, they're still customizing a game that's how many years old? Like, 12 years old?
Came out in
Something like that?
2001. It's 14 years old.
14 years old. Jesus. So
Yeah.
it's funny how you can still find stuff
Oh, yeah.
to do with it. And
Also, get this too. They're selling it to us.
oh yeah, and
on
then
memory
Ben
card.
wanted to point out. Yeah, Ben just pointed that out.
Okay, yeah.
You can load it from a
$15
GameCube
memory
card.
card, and that they'll send you with it, on your custom name loaded on it, to where will always have your name on it, which is kind of cool.
Which is so cool.
And,
I mean, they really are. They
yeah.
outdid themselves.
It's awesome.
For real. Let's see. They look, I want to read into. Well, all they have is video. Yeah, frozen mode. What else? They got. They have like a list somewhere. But the point is, it looks like it's going to be pretty
I'm excited.
badass. Yeah. 20XX is now, man. So actually, and the next top point of words, point of words.
Yeah.
The next thing that I wanted to talk about, Devin mentioned it a second ago. He's like, "Oh, I didn't watch any of it," and we started talking about how there was a Rob in the top 12
Right.
or top 13 or something, and then there was 2 Roys, and then there was a DK. I wanted to point out, some guy posted this on the Reddit for the Smash boards, and he basically said, "Look at the top 16 of Aftershock."
Oh yeah.
And it was I think that's
There's a
unbelievable.
tank in there.
But there's a Tink, there's a Roy, there's a Mar, there's a Link, there's a Kirby, there's a Mario, Lucario, Dedede, Wario, Luigi, Diddy and Ganon, Ivysaur, Diddy, Pikachu, Roy, Falcon, Rob, and Yoshi. I mean, holy shit.
Where's all the spaces?
Where's that? Yeah, no. And is there any?
No.
No, there's no space.
Martha's up there, but no Sheik, no spaces.
And it's not, and you could be good with a spacey in the game, but it baffles me how so many of the old school Melee guys, which is much respect, but they always complain about it, and it's like, no, it's good, it's
a good thing.
balanced,
Yeah,
it's a good game, it's a well balanced game, and people like it.
I saw a good question shortly after Aftershock on Reddit about it's a good point. They're saying, do you think if a Melee player is able to transfer their skills 1-to-1 to PM, would it make it a better game, or would you rather have a separate game that people can get good at in PM, not necessarily in Melee, or and vice versa?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the latter. I think it's good to have 2 separate things. That if you're good at both games, props to you.
More power to you. Yeah.
But just because you're good at Melee doesn't mean you have to be good at PM as well.
Agreed.
Well, I mean-
I much prefer to see a game that it's not the same game.
Right.
Well, one of the best ways to put it is, I would not be here right now if it weren't for Project M.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be
Me
in.
either.
I wouldn't be into. I don't think. Yeah, you would. I know you would because you've been around for years. But most of our crew in general would not exist were it not for Project M.
Lafayette's very PM heavy.
And it's not to say that we can't play Melee. It's to say that we started off with PM. We like the options.
So the barrier to entry is lower. And,
Exactly.
But it doesn't take away from the depth of the game.
Yeah.
You can still master it and be really good and become a pro.
Well,
gamer.
yeah, and you don't have to like and like you said, the level of entry with frickin' any melee around here, you're gonna lose. Like unless you've been playing as long as you or something like that, you're probably gonna lose because there's somebody who's been playing since day one.
Well, just watching, there's so much footage out there that it's intimidating. I think
It
for
is.
new players to look at melee and where we are nowadays with the
Like,
game.
damn,
and how,
you know how long it's gonna take me to get that
what's
good?
the point? Yeah, you're never going
I
to.
can just jump into PM. And
I mean, you can, but
Well, yeah.
You still have to work at PM.
It's not as scary as it seems.
right, the
But
idea that
fact
people are getting.
it seems intimidating.
Yeah, people. I can see people getting that idea that I'm never going to get there. Why even bother?
And you still have to work at PM.
Whereas, right, but PM, what's great about it is it's a little closer to Brawl, to where like you guys started with Brawl, I imagine.
I
right?
started with Brawl.
Yeah,
I mean, I started with Melee, but the game I played the most before PM was definitely Brawl.
right. So it's not. It does have
Which
its
is why I
similarities
like
to both games,
Yeah.
which is nice.
And I started actually with probably Melee, but only like very casual
Yeah.
play. Same thing with Brawl. I bought Brawl for my old Wii when I had one, and it was very casual. And,
I mean,
and
we're
now,
all old enough to where we started with 64. If we really want to go.
Yeah,
there.
I
I mean,
definitely
yeah.
started with 64.
Right.
I mean,
but I mean, I don't think any of
It
us.
came out when I was in second grade, and
Yeah, the
I
thing,
don't
though,
think I played more.
Items and
The competitive scene,
yes.
wasn't the way
Carnaria
it is.
every
Didn't
time.
exist here.
And it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's only the competitive scene's only been the way it is for like what since 2006.
Oh no, I mean.
No, it's been around
2002.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm not like no items.
Yep.
You know, all that.
Well, you're right.
Because I know they had
04.
items on the West Coast. They were 1v1 without items, and then on the East Coast, I mean,
Items and weird levels.
we've all seen the documentary.
Yeah.
That's the only way we would ever know. But yeah, so that's our thought on the balance mechanics of PM, which I mean I know we appreciate.
I'm excited.
The next topic of conversation is going to be interesting because if you haven't read the post yet, you might not get it. But so we as Lafayette people, we don't drive out to the New Orleans area that often, primarily because it is a long drive, and most of us have full-time jobs. I mean, I know I work. I'm 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then that's not if I'm doing any extra stuff because I'll sometimes work later. But you know, whenever we do have time to go out on a weekend to do stuff, we usually like to stay in Lafayette because we want to play with our own crew. It's not to say we don't respect anybody out of the
If you're not from Lafayette, I don't respect you.
It's not to say we don't respect anybody from outside of the area, but the point is we'd much rather stay home and let our guys learn by doing than going out and playing with a bunch of guys who really are better. And we're not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They're better than me. Maybe not Risk, but me. So the point I'm trying to make is though now we have another reason, not necessarily not to go, but another reason to be wary about going to New Orleans. As the Odyssey system, I don't want to participate in it, period. But the point is, Rick over there in New Orleans basically has a new system set up that's going to help fund the some of the better, I guess, the people who win over the course of their tournament time, which is I think they have the dates here. It ends in June, I want to say. Yeah, starts March 28th, so it started 2 days ago on Saturday for Godlike, and it's going to end in June. So what they're doing is they're raising money for the people who win to go to CEO, which is one of the larger major tournaments in Orlando, Florida.
In Smash period, really. It's one of, it's one of the top.
It's top 5 tournaments, top 6. It's one
top
of
3 or 4.
Oh, is it really? I thought it was Evo, Apex, Big House.
Big House is big, yeah.
MVG, or no, MLG.
MLG doesn't.
MLG isn't counting anymore? Okay, so CEO.
They're not
is-
in MLG, I don't think, are
I
they?
think they still do. Well, they might not be.
No,
Either way, CEO is huge.
Yeah,
So
it is a big
let's
one.
put it that way. And it's all the way in Florida now. I guess it's just helping guys who can go represent the state, which is always a good thing because
Well,
we
I
definitely
mean-
need people to go out there and.
Yeah, no, it's a dope ass song.
It's been, I mean, for years we've always been saying that the best in Louisiana, whether it's Lee, Taylor, Tim, Avery, all
Yeah.
of, I mean,
They could do well
the
if they were
consistent
willing
top
to go.
threes,
yeah.
whatever, the tournaments. We've always wanted to see them compete nationally, and they are usually in a point financially. where they can't.
Taylor works a lot.
Right. No, they do. But it's hard for all of us to, as I would go to those tournaments if I, could or had the extra time and money to.
Knowing I was gonna lose, I'd still go.
Yeah. But being, a paid for trip is definitely a nice incentive to go out to tournaments if you think you can place top 7 like they have, like his system shows. And
It's like first place is 6 points.
for the rest of us, it's kind of a charity thing, honestly.
It really is. That's
And
kind of why.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with it. I'm not
I don't
sure
feel-
if
I don't
that's.
feel-
We're just not that big yet. I think. I mean, it's.
I mean,
as
look,
a-
Honestly, I'm going to be on the opposite side of the fence than you guys. I think it's a great idea. despite the fact that he's charging more.
Yeah.
The reasoning behind it, I feel, is solid. You know, get Louisiana players out there, showcase that Louisiana has a scene, and it's worth visiting. I don't mind helping that. If I were to go to a New Orleans event held by Rick, I mean, I have no problem paying a little extra to knowing I'm not going to end up going to CEO. Right. Not even if I was that good. I mean, I have work to do. I have shit at home. I can't make it to Florida more than likely. So the fact that if he was doing it to be a dick, or he had some side scheme going on, or he was just upping the price,
no,
he was trying to raise money for himself. That's so different. He's doing it fairly. If you're good enough, all this venue money, the extra money outside of the pot money, or it's not even pot money, it's just venue fee to get in there, is going to go towards you prove yourself here, prove yourself as CEO.
Right.
And I think that's awesome.
And I think it's fair. It's
to a degree.
It's a good idea. Like I said, I think it's going to scare a lot of the lower level players away, and make it, in the end, maybe even harder to raise that money that they need to meet that goal.
I think my main complaint easily about the whole thing is the fact that the people going, like the players, the actual people who are competing, they might have it in their minds that they have a chance at like playing, but in reality we know, I mean, not for 100% certainty because there's always upsets, but we know that like Lee, Taylor, and those guys are the better guys out of the state, and they're probably going to win. So why not just
come to raffle, and I pay to play in raffle knowing they're going to beat me?
Yeah, but why not just like ask for people? Because I feel like it's weird how you're asking people to donate to them in a roundabout way. Hey, come get bodied, and then you'll play. I mean, not to say everybody's going to get bodied, because there are guys like T-Ferg or J-Nig who
just because
last time, I mean,
Briz, man.
Just because of the fact that we know that those guys are better than us, I don't feel like it's wrong in any sense because of that.
I think
if you feel unjust in that, that is unjust in any way, it's solely because you're not good enough, not because they're better than you. You don't play enough. You haven't put enough time into it.
But I think there are better ways to get money out.
I think the tricky
like what?
part,
Tell them, hey, we're going to raise money for Lee and Taylor and Briz and all these other guys.
Well,
how many guys?
Fuck the rest of you.
Listen, the tricky part is that if there were like two guys, like, you know, there's Lee and Taylor were like consistently, like every single time they won everything, which isn't too far from the truth, but not completely accurate. I don't think it would be fair to outright say, hey guys, give us, you know, if you're willing to donate, we're sending these two there. Like if that was the sole thing they were saying, I don't think that would be fair to, you know, Briz, Tim, Avery, like some of the guys that have won. They've won matches.
I think that's Taylor. Yeah, that would be a dick thing.
So I think this may be the only fair way to say, all right, anyone can, you know, which we all know there's a top, you know, what, 6, 7 people that have the best chance of going. Maybe the ones that
DF,
don't.
We didn't mention him, but if DF goes to New Orleans,
for PM, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't. I haven't seen much of his melee play, but no, yeah, PM, he's up there for sure.
No, wait, now the CEO have PM?
I don't think so.
I think since it's a national.
And that's so it might be a moot thing. But
God, it's so frustrating, man.
For now.
where the PM supporters at? Not at Vaughn's house.
No, yeah.
Vaughn shitting on PM the other day.
Was, I'm done with PM.
Really?
PM master race.
Oh.
No offense, Vaughn, but Vaughn has done that so many times with so many things.
Dude, a lot of our best players in the state do that. I mean, Taylor quit Melee for 2 months and then came back and he's still beating everybody. Bastard.
Like riding a bike.
But yeah, so Rick's idea is definitely an interesting one, and I'm curious to see how that's going to pan out.
I think it's a good idea. I like the idea.
I think it should be fun to see how it works.
It's got pros and cons, and I think he's striving for, you know, making Louisiana, you know, higher on the map, I guess.
Which shouts out to Rick for doing that.
Yeah, good,
you know, the only downside I see coming out of this is exactly what you said earlier. By raising the price and this thing existing in general, it kind of makes it a little more intimidating for lower tier players who aren't that good, who kind of just want to play for fun because it's cheap. But when you put something, it's more expensive, and now there's something unattainable for those players on the line, it does kind of make it a little more intimidating. So it could potentially backfire by lowering the attendance. But I think overall, it's a good idea on Rick. I approve. I back that.
Speaking of higher entry fees and lower turnouts, I know there's a tournament. I can't remember the name of it now.
Where?
But it's here in Louisiana, and a guy in North LA is trying to start a. I don't know if it's a circuit or just like no. He's trying to start a big regional tournament in Louisiana, like day one out the gate.
Like having the national players.
Like the
$20
Saiyan
entry
Gorilla?
fee.
Like the Saiyan Gorilla?
Yeah.
Well, having it in North Louisiana, though it
Louisiana
sucks for
Facebook.
us,
No, it's
and
not
where
that bad, man.
it's kind of shitty for Louisiana
gonna-
in the sense that most of our scene is pretty far away from North Louisiana. It does have its pros that it's a lot closer to Dallas.
Final Destination
It's closer to
or
Houston.
Veggie and Cokes.
Um,
Asylum.
What?
I'm talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the name of this tournament?
I
Do you
can't
know?
remember the name. No.
Well, it has the perks of being closer to the big cities in Texas and
Yeah.
drawing in Texas players.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, it is true.
Because if you can drive 3.5 hours from Houston to get to Lafayette, or you could drive almost the same time,
Final destination.
get to Shreveport or Bossier, and there's also Dallas players there who didn't have
Yeah.
to drive 7 hours to get to Baton Rouge, or 8 hours to get to Baton Rouge, or 7 hours to get to Lafayette.
Wow. He's holding it at the Hilton.
You're right. So he's spending, taking out the big guns, I guess, and renting a room at the Hilton.
Oh, and I
hotel.
mean,
brave.
It's mentioned.
And
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
Pretty brave.
For being an
It's June.
unestablished, TO. It's,
Well, hey, I'll say this: it's in June, so there's plenty of time.
It's probably going to end
absolutely.
up like that. I don't know if you guys saw this on Reddit a couple of weeks ago, but some guy posted video footage of a tournament he went to that was supposed to be like a legit Smash tournament, and they had like items turned on, and they were playing like any stage,
Oh,
and like,
no.
Oh, no.
dude, he walked in there, played like one match, and then left. And he just filmed like everything going
Oh,
on. It was
man.
like the shittiest hell tournament.
Throwback.
I'm gonna put maybe on this because I do think I'd want to go to that. But okay, so
I mean, I'm curious to see. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
am too.
I take
So
it back.
it's-
I don't want to say it's gonna, fail or anything. I just,
No.
I'm curious to see how it'll evolve.
Yeah,
from
I would
now.
hope that
Final-
that would
it's
not
called Final
fail because
Destination.
I don't want it to.
yeah, being as weird, and then it being in North Louisiana, now, I don't know if there's a scene there, but it also
Small.
draws in people from Oklahoma, people
Right.
from Arkansas, people from Tennessee. I mean, that's a
Also-
lot closer than
good
driving an entire state's length, possibly two, depending on where you live in
Right.
Arkansas or Oklahoma, to get to a major tournament. So
well, Northern Texas
having-
will find it easier to come.
yeah,
to.
that's what I'm saying. Dallas, Houston, even
Yeah.
Austin players could get out there, and then
Dude, maybe,
like I said, Oklahoma
sure.
players, Arkansas players, even Northern Mississippi players.
Yeah.
There might be a scene in Northern Mississippi. I don't fucking know.
By the
I've
way,
never been
shout
these
outs to
places.
Wobbles at Aftershock during the Melee tournament. I think he wobbled twice.
Oh, really?
Total. Like he was just doing chain grabs and handoffs that were.
Dude, he does
rocking.
such good combos that he didn't,
Yeah,
he
his-
didn't need wobbling. Like, it's-
Yeah, his
insane.
desync combos have like gone super saiyan.
Yeah.
The dude is getting he doesn't even like almost need wobbling anymore. His desyncs are just
I'm on the
ridiculous.
I'm on the Smash Bros. And Mewtwo for Smash Brothers 4. I know Ian will be excited about this.
It's coming
Rumored to be
announced date?
released April 9th. Rumored, but April 9th is when they're saying.
Is tomorrow
and
the
in
1st or
June-
the 31st?
For the
31st.
paid, that's only for Club Nintendo people.
By the way, I think tomorrow's the last day to put in your codes, I think, right? To get Mewtwo for free.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well,
that.
if that's just in case, guys, go and put your codes
Yeah.
tonight
Yeah,
or tomorrow
have your
if you
code.
play Smash 4 and want me to.
You have to own the DS version and the Wii U
Or if you're
version.
not an asshole, you can just not do that.
Just saying.
Chicken.
I'll get it
Also,
for free.
going back to 3.6, we were
Uh-huh.
talking about it earlier. I don't know if any of you guys were paying attention at the end of the trailer. They did the coming soon,
Hmm.
and then they threw up the trademark TM.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
at the end of the trailer,
Oh,
it says
coming
coming soon, and then a little trademark symbol pops up. The TM, trade for
Well, I
trademark,
think-
like
Yeah, I
CS
know,
copyright.
I know what it is, but
Yeah.
Well, I think that
Nobody
that was-
knows what it means, but they think it's part of like coming soon, and they're gonna release it on April Fool's Day.
I don't know.
So it's like a
That'd be
joke, like
crazy.
a trademark.
I
Like
usually see-
Project M developed some new characters
Yeah.
only for Project M, so they got a trademark now. Somebody made a joke that they're making fun of Blizzard because Blizzard had the soon
Coming soon
trademarked.
TM.
It was just soon.
Yeah.
and it was that was trademarked.
Now,
Who-
I've seen it in a lot of games now. It's been kind of an ongoing thing. Like League of Legends did it all the time, where they say "coming soon TM," meaning that they don't really have a date. The TM was just a joke, I guess. Just like it's official. It's coming soon. We're not going to give you anything official yet. But
here's my question: is there any possibility that they could get like the rights to the Nintendo characters if they're not selling
no, absolutely,
absolutely not.
Like if they're not selling it,
No.
they're not going to sell it.
No. I mean, the rights imply that you have...
No, but I mean, like they're allowed to use the trademark of the Nintendo characters.
Well, I guess they
By
could. There's
making it
people.
a-
I mean, if you go to the Brawl Vault,
They can
there's
use
people using Dragon Ball Z characters and Johnny Bravo. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
all
they
this-
can use it. But what do you mean by rights?
Like basically, Nintendo would get off their nuts.
I mean, no. Nintendo has the rights, so they're the ones that have at any moment they could give you the cease and desist.
Stop saving stuff. Okay, well, I'm just curious. Moving down. Okay, so that's kind of the main news stuff that we wanted to talk about. Let's go ahead and we can move on to Lafayette Smash segments, which are different segments that we like to talk about. Now, I don't think we're ordering pizza tonight, so we're not going to have a pizza guy 2 times tip money match from Devin. But we can have Tech Talk. Yeah, no. I already ate. Tech Talk, though. So, things you've been working on. What have you been practicing? How have you done it? Tips to improve on consistency.
I've been playing Olimar all day.
Olimar all day.
Olimar all day.
Now-
I'm so hyped. You guys don't understand. I'm so hyped that they're getting rid of that shit recovery. His new one doesn't even really look that good, but the fact that it's hopefully better than his tether right now, because I feel like just from that small clip, I don't know if that's a set angle or if it's going to be adjustable, kind of like, Captain Falcon or Ganondorf. You just hit a B, they have a set angle, but you can adjust it left or right to go a little far forward or back, or like Fox's a 360 range.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is with it.
Man,
They just shared it at like a 45. If that's the case, Spike City. Olimar's going to get dumped on by everybody with a spike because that up B does not move fast enough.
Yeah.
It's predictable as shit.
I'm sure it's going to be. They're not going to.
So I'm hoping
Yeah,
it's directional.
I don't see it not being.
Well, why wouldn't it be homing like all the other tethers?
Well, in the video they show it. He
It's
doesn't
not
go
a
to
tether.
ledge.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a tether.
He
he
has
has like a
explosion. It's like his butt explosion.
Oh,
he presses up B and he
okay.
just like jumps forward and like sparkles around
Okay.
him.
So it's not his tether pink.
Yeah, no, he doesn't use the pigment at all
Okay.
anymore. He just like zooms.
Okay.
I wish there was a way to. I could probably do it, but I don't want to mess it up. But I would put like
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull
the
a
trailer on
oh,
there.
in
Something we'll work
the
on.
video.
But,
So tech stuff. What about you, Nick?
Yeah. Well, while we're still on Devin, real quick, I just want to ask. I don't really know anything about
I'll bring
Olimar. Do you, when you play?
Olimar's our boy.
I haven't seen you play that many
he's not our
Olimar
boy.
matches. Do you stick with kind of a campy, like throwing projectile stuff, or like?
It depends on
interface?
who I'm playing, both character-wise and the person.
Put your stuff there.
I played against Josh today a lot, and DDD I found to be a pretty rough matchup for Olimar if I was like rush down.
Yeah.
Because he has so much range. His grab range is really big, a lot better than Olimar's grab. I mean, way better than Olimar's grab.
Okay.
So I kind of had to sit back and play kind of like a counter puncher. I had to wait for Josh to do something stupid and capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Whereas against Colby today, Gannon's we played a couple matches earlier. Gannon's a little heavier.
I'm pretty predictable with my Ganon.
And yeah, and Ganon doesn't have a whole lot of range. I mean, he has the side B, which apparently demolishes everything Olimar does. The disjoints on the pigment do not help.
Okay.
So despite those things, I found the rush down to be a little more effective because he's
You'll see
heavier.
that.
And Olimar's, I feel like Olimar's combos,
You're gonna see that.
his
matchup.
forward air and his back air are good for finishing combos, but as far as like starting something and keeping it rolling, his ground-based attacks are what are really good. His jab, his down tilt, his dash attack, his grab. If you're good at teching, his grab is solid because it kind of works both in and out of your favor. The Pikmin get the grab invincibility, not Olimar. So if I stand a little back out of range and I throw a grab early, the Pikmin will run through the attack and still get the grab. As long as Olimar doesn't get hit, the grab is safe. So it's kind of weird.
He's one of those characters like Rob, Pitt's another one. Where they're so. This is me just being an old Melee player, I guess, but they're so
Old
weird
fart.
for me. They're not intuitive to me at all.
No,
So like I
'cause
try
they're
like
not.
Olimar, I'm just like I have no idea what I'm doing. But it's fun to watch.
Really?
I'm pulling up the. Oh,
You know how loud that is on
I
this.
just turned it down. Cunt.
So anyway,
Jesus
me,
Christ.
I've been working on Samus, of course, but
Gay.
listen, we at the last tournament I was at in New Orleans, where I watched Briz, and Lee have a really, really hype match. He actually took a match off of Lee. He plays, and his style and my style are very different. We both main Samus, and people usually ask like, who's better between you and Briz, Samus. And I think statistically he wins more than I do. I am a lot more. The way I put it is, he's Kage, I'm Bizarro Flame. There's a lot more fancy stuff I do. I'd say it's more fun to watch and it's more fun to do, but he gets better results. So I was actually just talking to Ben about this today, but I want to try to take some of the good from him with still keeping
Stay stylish, but
keep him a flair.
pull
Yeah.
the
That
core
makes
out.
sense.
Yeah.
So this is
I've been working on some different strategies of being a little more defensive sometimes and knowing when to
When
When
to
to turn it
style.
up.
go all out. Right.
When
Yeah,
to
you
turn
got
it
to
up.
style.
Right.
You got to
This
style.
is this is Omar's new recovery.
Okay.
No, feels like a
Yeah.
jet.
Yeah, it's
That's
interesting.
awesome.
It's
So
something
I don't know if that's directional or if it's set at that like weird.
Or if you could charge it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it might be like a
Diddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be a Diddy
be
combo.
like-
That would be, dude. Oh my! I didn't even think about that. Oh. Or if you can act out of it. I don't even
Yeah.
notice when I just watch it now. I don't know if he's like dead after he does it or
Yeah,
until he
I
touches
don't
the
know.
ground. If he can act out of it,
We'll
y'all,
find
you're
out.
spiking
Devin's
everybody.
making a mess right here.
I'm getting wet right now. I'm gonna be spiking everybody. Ain't nobody safe.
What about you, Colby?
Tech wise, dude, not. I've been working on my dwarf. I'm gonna start practicing.
Which has
melee
gotten a lot better than when you picked him up.
He's different, man, because you gotta play him you have to play him aggressively, but very
But safe.
defensively at the
You
same
have to
time.
play him aggressively, but safe.
Aggressively defensive. Like it's weird because you can't just get in people's grill because
Yeah.
he's combo bait. Because like with Alamar earlier, you would get me in the air and I was like,
Yeah, I
"Nah,
ran.
there's
I ran like a
70%."
50 some odd percent
Yeah.
combo on
Oh, nice.
Colby.
But
right
the
at
second I hit the
beginning of
ground, I'm back to it. and I could just
Yeah.
womp ass.
Well,
But
what's nice is that we do. I mean, first of all, we have several, or we have a couple good Ganondorfs in the area that'll definitely give you some practice and
Who?
know-how.
Name one.
Well, Jadiz was.
He left.
He left.
Ryan will be back in
Arden, yeah,
June,
he-
I think.
When Ryan comes back, I'm scared.
He's gonna become like top of our.
But it's
crew.
funny that
but I don't know how to fight Ganon.
with Ganon, I mean, something that you have to realize too with every character, almost every matchup, you start against Ganon at kill percent.
Yeah,
So
Because Ganon Stomp is so mean.
yeah,
And I got you with a couple earlier, which always feels good.
It's nuts.
But if you're gonna main Ganon, if you're playing melee and you main Ganon, there is a fantastic article that Bizarro Flame just put out,
Really?
where it's like a mixture of style, but actually there's some nice, smart things in there. It's weird.
Nice.
So if you do main Ganon in melee, I don't think a lot of these tips apply on PM, but they might. But either way, there's a really cool. Just go to Reddit, you'll find
And
it.
Nice.
speaking of Ganon, shouts out to Ryan again because I think last time we played, you start against Ganon at kill percentage. He took my first stock away from me in 3 hits.
that's
He like stomped me
That's how he plays,
and then forward tilted or something, and then I like jumped to get out of that thing, and he forward aired me, and I was dead. No, it was
See-
3 hits. I mean, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
done in like
Wyatt-
30 seconds.
Wyatt is saying that he feels cheated when he plays
Yeah.
against Ganon. So
Are you
you're right.
play-
you
you-
do have to
you wanna
work
talk
hard
about-
for the kill, but
You want to talk about cheatsy? You play Ness. Okay? All you have to do is put your little stanky yo-yo out there, which you don't do enough.
stank yo-yo.
As much as I hate it, you should probably let go with that yo-yo a little more.
Oh, and L canceling. That's all I can say, dude. Just fucking L canceling. Just learn how to L cancel.
I
It's that
did
simple.
spend this,
Ganondorf or?
with anybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
with anybody.
this past week.
Oh.
I was practicing my Link just by myself, just practicing techs on all his aerials, getting my L cancels, my shuffles, and I am having such a hard time at L canceling his back air.
Really?
The little double kick, I can
Yeah.
L cancel his forward air probably 75-80% of the time, his up air almost every time, his down air every time, but that back air, I
Really?
don't, the timing is weird because he goes almost vertical, so his
Horizontal?
feet are, he goes almost horizontal, I'm sorry. So his feet are higher up off the ground, or just his whole character model is higher up off the ground if you shuffle it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where the sweet spot is, and I spent like 30
Try
minutes.
debugging mode, man. It's,
And I said, I don't
That's a
know
good
what
idea.
to do in debugging
It's-
mode.
well, you
It
can
just
see
shows
you
you.
can see like the character shape, I guess, the color of where Link is. His character is
like
according,
hitboxes.
right,
His hurt box.
according to the level, so you can see the
Okay.
or the stage.
Maybe so. I,
Just
I might
to,
just,
uh,
I
It might
might,
help, I don't
I might just call Magi and like offer
Sure.
him a,
He'll-
a
dude,
rim
he'll
job
teach
or something.
I want to, and I was just saying L canceling. It's weird because I played Zero Suit Samus for a long time, and I still do, but I never L canceled with her because I didn't think it was necessary. I was like, oh man, her landing lag is so small,
Yeah.
I can just land and run, because she's so fast. No, I've started to L cancel with her, and it made my game way better.
Yeah,
even though I'm
absolutely.
still
I
garbage.
noticed your Zero Suit got a lot better too.
But just
I didn't realize you weren't L canceling at all with her before.
for before, yeah,
That
the
makes
longest time.
that
Dude, I'm
explains
still
the
learning
difference.
so much. There's still so much to learn. It's crazy. But so that's some
I
tech talk.
I make bad decisions.
Yeah,
We're in the
really.
middle of the fight, knowing I shouldn't do something, and I go for the dumb shit anyway.
So our next Lafayette Smash segment is TO tips, and I know we talked about it last time, and we had a good amount of advice. If there's anything else that we missed, or if there's any questions anybody in the chat has about TOing what it takes, what you should do, how to make a tournament run well. Because I like to think that the Lafayette Smash tournaments run pretty well. You got to think, we got started our tournament at what, 12:30 this past Friday or Saturday before last. We started at 12:30 and we were out of there before 10 or around 10.
About to lose the computer on stream.
So, so my point is, you like, if you want to learn how to run tournaments, it's very possible. You just got to work at it.
It was well run. We got lots of praise at all of our raffles. From the big names and
not bragging or anything.
No. It's nice to see that. I mean, I guess we're doing something right. But there's always time, room to improve, as you know. And I think our biggest fault or failure or weakness is starting on time. I guess it's not really finishing on time.
That's everybody, though.
We usually finish on time with everything we do, but starting initially, which you're right, it is a known Smash flaw.
Dude, there's no way in hell a tournament will ever start on time, unless you're Juggle Guy. Apparently, Juggle Guy is the one guy that will say, "I'm gonna make this tournament go." Apparently, like Juggle Guy, even if you're Mango, if you show up late at a Juggle Guy tournament, you're out.
Nice.
Yeah, and he will not reverse the decision. I mean, he doesn't care who you are.
I mean, that's how it should be.
Exactly, that's how it should be.
Right.
But yeah, so just stay organized. Use Challenge if you want. We recommend it just because it really does make the whole thing a lot easier. It's not to say it's the best program out there. Maybe there's something better, but from what we know, Challenge really is the best one that we know of.
It works for us.
It does everything we need it to do. It's a very convenient program.
I know. I mean, those of you that went to raffle, the last raffle, saw the projector setup that we had, which looked awesome, and it had the Challenge plugin that allows you to see exactly who you're matched up against coming up soon.
What TV, who you're matched up against, how much time it's taken since the match was announced.
Right.
Like, very convenient.
It's awesome.
And I mean, so there's Challenge. There's keep a pen and pad. Keep a pen and paper. You never know when you need to write stuff down.
Ask your TO.
Yeah, just
what they're there for.
And please, for the love of God, make people listen to you. If for example, if somebody goes out and they want to go out and get a bite to eat, and it's the middle of the tournament and they're gone, you give them 10 minutes and then that's it. That's that. They forfeit that match. Do not make exceptions. Do not be nice about it. Just say, dude, you knew you had a match.
Well, I mean, be nice about it. You don't need to be rude about it. But
don't be an asshole. But I'm saying, like, you had a match. You missed your match. You had to forfeit.
Rules are rules.
Yeah, rules are rules. That's why they're set up. You have to enforce them or not. I mean, or like the tournament will just go horribly. So, and I don't know if anybody saw. This is kind of off topic, but I posted another link or another schematic of our wiring diagram. If you have any questions about how we run our stream, even though sometimes it doesn't run as smooth as we'd like.
Or tips, and how we can improve ours.
Yeah, if you have anything to tell us, we'd love to hear. Right now, I mean, I think I have it pretty straight. I don't know if the audio is synced up on the Elgato. I think it is, but I could be wrong. Probably not, actually. I think it's behind. But the point is, I'll look into it.
I mean, even if we think that, like our method is fine, or we're doing, that tip doesn't necessarily help us, whatever, just, I mean, I'd like to see it, make a decision.
The next thing we need to do, the next step I'm going to take is purchasing headphones with mics and speakers.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
It will really be esports.
Well, the reason why I don't have them already is because I'm not going to buy shit. I don't buy crappy stuff. I'm going to buy good product.
Right.
And the cheapest one that you could probably buy is some Audio-Technica 380s, some 80Hs, and they are $200 per headset. So what I would be doing is, I also have to purchase a headphone splitter. But once I buy that will literally be the last thing we have to purchase.
Well, what about, I mean, I don't know, they're like nice, I'm not sure, I don't know headphones very well, but Turtle Beaches or like the nice, no?
They don't have the right connectors with the soundboard, because our soundboard only takes quarter-inch connectors. And then they also takes XLR, which is the big ones, the three prongs.
There are USB to quarter-inch converters or adapters. I wonder if that would... the quality would suffer or not.
I don't know. The quality would suffer, but I don't know about XLR converters. I doubt it. I don't think XLR is like the mic plug, because the 3/4 inch, you've seen it.
I'm talking about the guitar plug. Yeah, I don't know the.
Well, that's a 1/4 inch. Yeah. This is an XLR, which is different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they have a converter for that.
Probably
But
not.
either way, I'd rather just buy some ATs or some Sennheisers
Yeah.
to keep it simple. And because once you buy those, they usually last for
Yeah.
years. You know, with some Turtle Beaches, I've had those before, and they have been garbage.
Okay.
So it's like I'd rather just say, fuck it, I'm gonna spend the money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure it's enough, and then never worry about it for a few years. But yeah.
Just get some beats.
You're an asshole. You know that I'm an audiophile too. And
Dude,
beats,
I read
I'm so not an audiophile, so I don't know. I hear names on TV and I say
beats are garbage.
Maybe this should be
Yeah,
bad.
I read a
I
review
have read that. Yeah.
recently that like ranked like it was like a top 20,
Okay.
but like the first 10 were like the worst headphones, and then like once it got to like 10 to 1, it was like the best headphones,
Yeah.
and Beats was like 18.
Nice. Well, I've heard they cost like $8 to make. And
Oh yeah, it's
No, I think it's 30.
okay.
It's cheap.
It's
It's
so
cheap, and they're really crappy headphones.
It's all brand name.
But it's also build.
And they look
quality.
good.
Yeah, the
I mean,
build
that's the
quality
thing.
is actually solid.
No, the build quality.
No,
is
the build quality's
on
not
the
that bad.
maybe on the studios that are made out of
Studios.
metal. But the plastic ones, I've seen
Oh,
so
yeah.
many people. When I worked at Best Buy, so many people came in that
Just
the
mangled.
ear cup came apart from the headphone, just like fell off.
Good lord.
I've never seen that happen on any like over-the-ear headphones, and
Yeah.
these are like $300 a pair.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah,
So
that's
I
ba-
get a $20 pair of Sony's, and that will never happen.
Right.
They'll sound like shit, but
So we'll go back to Smash. We don't have many viewers, but we might as well open it up to anybody in the chat that wants to say anything.
Well,
is the chat even open?
While they're,
Put it on the
It's-
screen.
I have it here.
Put it on the screen.
while they're working up stuff to type, though, I want to say that the people that are new to the group relatively, they've been with us since I don't know February or like I don't know, like the beginning of the year, have gotten so much better so quickly.
Dude, shouts out to Soylent.
Yes.
That Ike.
Chase is retarded.
It's weird. I mean, it's crazy to see. Like, I think.
I don't know what you do in your free time, but I feel like you play a lot of Ike. I'm gonna go ahead and guess.
Dude, Chase is Ike. Oh my god.
I think if we ever decide to get the what do you call it, the PR list that we had going back again.
Yeah, well, it was
going
the
again?
ELO,
Yeah.
but
If we ever decide to get that started again, I think it would look a lot
it
different than
really
it
would.
did.
On
Yeah,
PM.
I'm gonna be at the
Yeah,
top.
oh, yeah, yeah.
You guys are some scrubs. Been working on that Olimar 3.6 coming out. I'm going ham. And Lucario with a Mario back. I mean, Olimar with a Lucario background.
But,
No link? No
Yeah,
link?
for real.
No, for real.
And then, so calling him out. I'm gonna call him out on stream. I really hope he's watching right now.
Tristan, where you at?
Tristan, the future. You're going down, son, Friday, boy.
Yeah,
You're going
I do
down.
need
I'm gonna
to-
smoke his ass.
Oh, and shouts out to Lester for the Boudin matches.
Oh, yeah.
Not money matches. We're doing Boudin matches. Sopo Boudin matches.
Sopo Boudin matches. That's beautiful.
Sopo dittos for Boudin. If you win, you get a link of Boudin. If you lose, you don't lose anything. But if you win, you get that Boudin. You get that dank Boudin.
That Boudin ball. But no, I'm calling out Tristan right here, right now. You know you're going down on Friday. You better be there. Bring your $5. I'll bring mine, and I'll help you pay for your crawfish because you're probably gonna smoke.
As much as I love you, Kobe, I gotta back my little homie.
No.
I think Tristan's
I'm not
gonna
lie.
take you.
The last couple times I've played him as Dwarf Dittos, he's wrecked me. But I'll pull out the 0 and I'll beat him. But
Oh, hey, at Raffle, he knocked me out.
Oh, it's crazy.
tournament.
Which was crazy.
I know.
fucker. He knocked me out at the LSU.
So we're gonna have to go ahead and get some.
No, we gotta
redemption
go hard
matches.
on it, man. That little bastard is gonna be he's the future. We know this. But
They got knocked out by
Who
who else
Wabba.
got called out? Who else got called out? There was a couple of money matches on the thing.
I know Ben and Nick have one.
Yeah, we always do.
Let's see. They have a couple.
Although this
of
one's
lists.
up to $15, I think.
Damn!
Really?
Somebody's eating Roots
right.
Chris appetizers.
So Vice and B Gaspar for a 2-pound crawfish match so far.
Oh,
Yeah. Me versus Tristan for a $5 Ganon money match.
Nice.
Lester versus everybody for Sopo Boudin battle. The Sopo Boudin battle. And then Ben and Nick, $10. Oh, it says 10 on here. I guess you buffed it.
It's up. Yeah. I think actually, never mind. I think it's 10, but we were talking about maybe doing a gauntlet or what do you call it, an Iron Man?
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'll take a while.
Dude,
Now
I've
it's
been one-
5, is it 25 stocks?
I'm a.
Something like that.
Or
This is-
24 stocks?
We're playing all day, so I mean, we'll figure it out.
What you talking about, Willis? Who's talking about secondary?
Why?
You
What the
were-
hell are you talking about, bruh?
You were talking about secondaries. How you?
Well, I
you're
said
playing-
Olimar with Lucario secondary is a joke, but that's the only mention of Lucario. I mean, secondaries. He said a lot of us.
We talked a little
First of all,
bit.
there's only 3 of us, so it's not a lot
I'm
of
gonna
people
bring the
here.
Why
are you
I'll bring the paper
drunk,
towel.
He said he's talking about Ganon earlier and Zero Suit Samus.
Oh, yeah, you shut up, Nick. You trying
No,
to be
hey,
writing
no,
stuff?
that-
That's
And
2 out
Wyatt.
of 3. That's a lot.
Juicy.
I'm trying to have 2 decent characters, not one great one and a backup.
Exactly.
I want 2
you need
decent
a pocket character
No.
because there are situations where your main will falter and fall every single time against a certain matchup.
You're just not good enough,
So you
man.
you just have to have a.
You're just not good enough.
I think having a secondary is perfectly
I've been
acceptable.
playing fighting games since I was a kid. If
Really?
you are playing a matchup, you have a bad matchup, change your playstyle. The character
I
doesn't
think
just
it's-
play one way.
I think it's perfectly acceptable to have a backup character.
Absolutely. But don't blame it on the fact that, oh, the matchup's bad. Unless you're going to also admit that you're not good enough to win the matchup. Because I have friends who play Street Fighter, and they are diehard for their character. The matchup be damned. They will play their character and still win.
That may okay.
You just got to change up your playstyle. I mean, granted, Street Fighter is a different game, but Smash is still, at its base, is a fighting game.
While I think it's possible to win with any character against any character, you are working harder than you need to. I think, in
Absolutely,
certain
agree.
matchups.
But don't just blame it on the matchup. The matchup is legitimate. You got a bad matchup. You got another character you're confident in. Play that character if it's easier for you. You don't play to win.
Yeah.
That's why I play.
Yeah.
I play to win. Even when I know, like I had to play Taylor at Rival War. I knew he was going to stall my ass, but I took a game off of him because I played Lucario and I tried my damnedest. But I still got it.
But the point is, I think it's so we're gonna disagree on that. I think it's perfectly
No,
acceptable.
I'm on
to
your
have-
side. I'm just saying, don't
But-
just blame you having a secondary
Oh,
on the
no.
matchup. Admit that you're just not good enough with your main to take that matchup.
You never know, man.
You do. Any matchup is winning.
But and I also think it's important never to choose. Well, not never, but I don't think you should choose 2 characters that are very similar. Like
Yeah.
for example, Falco and Fox, because I really do think that could be bad. Maybe for a very seasoned, experienced melee player who's been playing for 10 years.
Yeah, let's just say because
So-
the cream of the crop
But-
in Melee
Yeah.
will play both of them
Both.
and just switch between Fox and Falco depending on the matchup.
And the point is, they can do that, but they also probably damn near do that shit professionally. We don't.
They're good with
so
every character.
I think it's important to try to expand your
Pikachu.
horizons,
Yeah.
because
Against
you know
us.
Zero Suit's my main, but then I have a backup Dwarf,
Right.
and those 2 characters are so different. And then I even have Bowser, just
Yeah.
for shits and giggles. So
I think there's certain. I mean, it's easy with Melee. I always say that everyone, no matter what character you main, you should at least know. You have a pocket, Fox, Falco,
Yeah,
Sheik,
yeah.
Marth, one of those top characters.
You guys, granted, you specifically, Nick,
Uh-huh.
are better than I am. You have 1 or 2 characters that you are very good with. I, on the other hand, have like 12 characters that I'm pretty much equally good with. And if I play any of those characters and you play anyone outside of like your 2 mains, I'll probably win.
Yeah, most of the time.
Just because
you
I've-
go
I-
at least equal like head to head with
Yeah,
those
because
characters. Right.
I'm very familiar with a lot of characters, and I'm not super proficient with a lot of characters. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not super proficient with any character in PM, but I'm working on my Link, and I really wish there were more Link players around Lafayette. Magi's really the only one I know of.
But
who's-
dude, if
who's
ever
worth
there was a
damn.
Link player,
But I don't even know where Magi lives, but he doesn't live around
He's
here,
in Baton
so it's
Rouge.
not like I can meet up with the dude
well,
and
he's
be
young.
like, "Yo, what
he's
is-"
also.
Besides the point.
But if you were in Baton Rouge, you could meet up with him.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
what
gotta
I'm
go to Baton
saying.
Rouge.
If I was in Baton Rouge, I could hit him up, be like, "Yo, dude, you got some time to get some practice in? I'd
Right.
like for you to help me out. Teach me some Link stuff." And then I can go to Smash Boards, I can go to YouTube. But for me, it's always been more beneficent to me to have someone
Side by
there
side.
with me, to my face.
Come in. Who's that?
And same thing with Lucario.
What's up, T?
There are no Lucario players around here.
true.
I'm the only one. I'm Tigger.
Yeah,
I'm the Tigger of Lafayette. I play 2 characters who no one else touches.
No.
that's true. It's a good thing though. That's why I played Samus forever. No one else plays Samus. It's you get a little advantage too though if you get good enough with him.
Yeah.
With that.
Same
that
thing with
character.
Zero. I mean,
Yeah.
no one plays Zero that I know of.
It gives you a leg up. It makes it harder to learn from anyone else.
I feel
but-
like Zero being a good character, Zero Suit is there's like one way to play Zero Suit.
You think?
There's multiple. I play campy and very kind of stun heavy. But go watch Oro. Go watch Oro. He's regardedly known as the best Zero in the world, and his Zero Suit Samus, he plays her so aggressively and so I don't even know how to describe it. No, it's all aerials. Like there's no friggin' stuns. He barely uses your stun.
Yeah,
It's
he
just
uses
you just
her
wreck.
speed to his
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah,
It stays in your face.
and it works. Also, Wyatt, is an inadequate secondary worth not using your practiced main? Is that what you're saying? I don't think so.
No,
I mean-
because I'm going to be honest with you. Again, going back to my match at Ralph 4, had I gone Link against Taylor, granted I didn't win the set. Let me not say that. You know, I won one game. But had I gone Link, I would have won none.
Yeah.
So having that Lucario that I'm fairly good with benefited me in that I had somebody that I had an edge on Taylor for a game.
Right.
Now, second game he figured me out, and I'm not good enough with Lucario to pull out a second game, though I probably would have cried tears of joy had I.
So I think that goes with, slightly against what you're saying earlier. Not against, it's just on the other side of the spectrum. You know, while you do want to get as good as you can with your main, and you can get to the point where you're just good enough, you can take any character.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they play. But if they have a character that beats your character in matchups the majority of the time, and you have a secondary that would have a better chance, better time, do it. But if that character's not, if you're not good at that character, that it's inadequate.
Then there's no point. I mean,
It's not going to help you enough.
The only reason you
You're
would
not
want
good
to break out a secondary is if you are comfortable enough with your secondary that you feel like you can do as good or better than the person you decide to make.
Yeah,
if you know, like if I was playing in a tournament and I felt like I couldn't beat this person with Link, and I played fucking Captain Falcon. My Captain Falcon's decent, but I don't think I can go competitive against anybody worth a shit and win. So I would never pick up Captain Falcon if he was my secondary. You know. Whereas with Lucario, I feel like I've improved enough, or even Roy. Like my Roy is decent. It's getting better, and with some people, I've played them as Link, and it was a close match, but they beat me. Then I picked up Roy just on a feeling and won. Come back and won it off that first loss as Link, and Roy's my secondary.
Yeah.
I'm decent with him. I'm not great with him, but I'm good enough to where in certain matchups and against certain play styles, not necessarily characters, but the people I'm playing, they play a certain way. I feel like I have an advantage with my Roy.
I think my characters are a pretty good example, at least in Melee. I main Samus, obviously, but she's slow and floaty. I say not slow, just floaty.
Heavy
but
and floaty.
Compared to
Yeah.
Fox, she's slow. So I have a decent Fox and Sheik. That if I play against someone that I know can't really handle aggression too much, a Fox and a Sheik are going to give much more aggression than my Samus will. So
They go get all the aggro.
I'm comfortable enough with Fox or Sheik against most players that I play to where I can do it. I'll use Fox or Sheik knowing that they're newer to the game or they're used to the slower defensive play of Brawl, whatever. That being said, if I play against
That was enough.
Lee, Taylor, DF, anyone that's I know is way better than me, then I'm just gonna play Samus no matter what.
Yeah.
Really. And just before we go too much into kind of other rabbit holes, I want to talk about the local stuff.
Spike.
The local stuff that's going on. We got our next round robin is scheduled for April 10th. Is it Peely? Is it Peely or Milo? No.
Peely or Major?
Is it Peely, PM or Melee? I did it again.
I want to say it's Melee.
Okay.
Yeah, because the last one was Project.
Okay.
Project.
So we have.
How about we just do Project Game anyway?
Maybe we'll have one set up. But so we're gonna have a melee session.
It's Mealy now?
Yeah. Now I can't even do it right. We're gonna have a melee session on April 10th. We're not having it this Friday because we already have plans to do something at a friend's house, and we're not gonna be holding it. It's sort of like a private. It's like
a gathering of the Lafayette Smash
Yeah,
players.
it's a Lafayette Smash appreciation.
We all hopping in the P Road, heading down the bayou to pass a good time.
Man, I'll tell you what. Okay, and then there's also Lust 1, which is April 11th, the day after our round robins, which is at LSU. For those who've been to an LSU monthly, you'll know that it's actually really well run. I think it's a lot of fun. Diego is Diego behind Lust? Yes. Okay, so it's Diego running it. It's most likely gonna go really well. Hopefully.
Wait,
I want to point out. Hold on.
Anything Diego puts his hands on is gonna be crap. Let's just get it out there.
The only thing
I love you, Diego.
that happened is last time we went, they had a time limit at this venue. So I think what I think Diego's gonna have to make sure we do is stay on time.
Yeah.
That way we're not having to finish the last tournament at a friend's house or something. Which was Melee singles.
They did have Smash 4 along with the games that they played.
Yeah,
so.
and Diego, I beg of you, don't have Smash 4.
I think that goes with the tradition of if Smash 4 is there, they're not going to finish on time.
He's gonna have it.
But
it's already stated.
But I mean, if anyone can pull it off in Louisiana, I'd say it's Diego and all the TC and all them. That they run the smoothest tournament.
So shit. I hate it.
There's a big enough crowd that plays it. I can't discount it. It's just hard to do. It's
discount it? You get off our play?
That's right. That's the only meaning of discounting. But anyway.
By the way, Wyatt says, how do you like to split up your time practicing a secondary? Do you pick a day and only play it, or do you try to go back and forth?
Yeah, I was going to get back to that. But I just want to finish with the...
Oh, yeah, with Lust.
About Smash 4.
Wait, I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm. Is this short for discount? If you diss somebody?
No.
What's that short for?
No. Discount.
Shit, maybe so.
Dissing. Disrespect.
You're right.
That's right, yeah. Anyway, Leopard?
The serious question.
Anyway, while I don't think Smash 4 is capable of... Or, I'm sorry, I don't think any TO is able to have Smash 4 along with Melee and PM. I don't think Smash 4... We don't need to just throw it away and never have any tournaments of it. I just think we need to do it.
None that are other games are running. Have your little Smash 4 tournament, dice up.
That's what I'm saying. Have tournaments, just don't let it affect Melee and PM.
Well, like, the problem is, okay, why are we letting that happen? Because Smash 4... No, but Smash 4 is ran on a completely different system. Do they even have it on the CRTs, or do they use flat screens? Okay, so why does Smash 4 hold up everything? They should have a separate TO running a separate Smash 4 tournament on the other side of the room, and then Melee and PM can do its thing.
And maybe, hopefully that's what we'll work towards. Right now, there's still a lot of interplay, I guess. The PM players play Smash 4, Smash 4 players play PM, whatever. So for now, I think you're right though. I think it'll change eventually. They need to. It's still under the Smash umbrella, So we kind of need to welcome them, respect them. People that play both games, whatever, or just Smash 4. And eventually it'll work out. But I just think, I do agree, you can't have too many games under one roof, Or you can.
You can't have too many games.
You can.
You get 12 games, it's not enough. Not too many.
But
anyway,
yeah.
Wyatt's question. Leopard, yeah. Splitting up time, in friendlies, friendlies are friendlies. It's if you want to, today, pick a day. Like you said, today's my day to get better at this character. And
that's what I did at 2 or 3 robins ago. Round robins ago, I just played Lucario all day. I knew I was gonna lose.
Yeah.
But I played him anyway.
Lucario's gotten so much better.
And especially
He's gotten a little bit better.
Especially if it depends on who you're playing against too. If you're playing against people that you think are close to your skill level, then I think absolutely try out new stuff. Try out new techniques with your main or your secondaries. If you're playing against, if it's friendlies or tournament, tournament, I guess, is different. Play your comfortable characters, but.
And just to point out, there is things that you can do that you can practice for all characters. Just different teching or power shielding, learning how to wave dash. Obviously that'll operate a little differently, but you get the idea. Just keeping your fingers used to the motion of everything that you're going to need to do for certain characters. It's just you don't have to just stick with one character the whole time. So you playing? I'm in.
No, you're not.
Why?
Because it's not there. This is my house, Kobe. You don't like it, get the fuck out.
Bitch. We doing threesies?
We're doing threesies.
Alright.
And now this is where Nick has his monologue.
So well, that's what I got.
I'm listening to everything Nick's saying.
It all started when I was a little boy.
If there's any other questions, please, we encourage you to ask them in the chat. Well, I was wondering what the hell you were doing.
Get the Charizard.
I got it, don't worry. Oh, you should. You know you gotta talk about it.
So while you guys are playing and paying half attention,
I'm listening to
what
everything you say.
what do you guys think about the way we're doing things right now with PM and Melee switching off and round robins? Would you rather we kind of figure out like a way just to do half and half, or?
Yeah, I feel like
if we were
like that causes us to decide.
Right. One or the
we're
other.
We're gonna have some guys getting better at Melee, and we're gonna have some guys getting better at PM.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I like the idea of what we're doing now, but I don't have a whole lot of interest in playing Melee just because
Right.
I'm not good at it.
Well, Melee, like
all the things you want to do.
I don't have that much time to practice it. Whereas PM is a little easier.
Yeah.
Not to play Melee, who I can play with you.
I think what dream scenario, we would have enough people that are qualified and experienced enough to run a tournament without everyone there. Not tournament, round robins.
yeah,
Where like, you know, let's say on the PM week,
that's good.
the PM week it's Colby and Devin, you know, that are, you know, spearheading everything. And if, you know, Ben and I can make it to the tournament or to the round robin and play, great. If we can't, whatever, it's still going to run smoothly. In Melee, it might be Ben and me, you know, and every other week it's going to be different people, but the same thing. So that every single week something's going on.
Yeah. That wouldn't like be a horrible idea.
Because the people that play that don't necessarily like TO or anything or like help us out, which is fine, but the ones that don't necessarily have an administrative role anywhere in any way, they're usually able to play every week.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that we have trouble getting away from our adult lives, I guess.
I can't even play on the tournaments because I'm too busy running the stream.
That's what I'm saying. If we have the round robins and stuff where it's Melee or PM, whichever one you feel like playing less of, or you can try to play at every single one or TO at every single one, but if there's one that you feel like taking a break from and just playing one time, you should be able to do that.
Well, I mean, I don't
Shield
mind.
dropped up? Y'all see that shield dropped up?
No.
I don't mind doing the tournament because you know, at the end of the day, I really do probably just play this for fun more than anything. Like, I don't ever think I'll be that competitive.
That's
where I
good.
feel
You want to play? I mean, that's why
Oh,
you're
well,
into it in the
definitely.
first place. So I'm not saying to
I just
pick
like
or
to make
choose.
people look bad. I actually have no interest in playing the game.
Right.
I'm getting better than people.
I'm not saying do one or the other. I'm just saying it'd be nice to have the option to change it out.
Yeah.
I mean, one or the other every once in a while. And we're not there yet, but I would like to think that we're working towards that.
Oh, I tried to shield, but it wouldn't.
I can't even see Snake. He's like blending in with the background, and I'm at an angle and so far away. I like jump sometimes, and I'm like, fuck, where did I go? Get out of here.
But I wouldn't be against it. I mean,
I need to kind of going back to the secondaries.
Yeah.
I need to narrow down the people I play to like 2 characters.
Right.
Because I feel like my Snake is good. If I kept playing it, would be tournament ready. My Lucario is good. If I keep playing it, we'll be tournament
Start.
ready. My Roy, if I keep playing it, will be tournament ready. And my Link is good enough.
Yeah.
So I have like 4 characters that I feel proficient enough with, but I'm not good enough with any of them really to really do work, to really bump myself up in the tournaments and show that I'm making progress. Because despite getting better in our Lafayette like rankings, I'm consistently placing very low in all the tournaments we go to.
I mean, PM wise though, I am too. So I mean, like no matter what character I use, I mean, locally I'll do well, but my with Samus, but the other matchups I just don't know. Like if it's a character that we don't have in Lafayette, I'm lost.
That just means you're not good enough with your character.
I know.
which is weird, right?
Yeah.
You just got to style on him like you did on Briz and Raffle 2.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Dude,
gonna
that
lose,
was the best moment.
Gonna lose, might as well style. Oh shit, almost won styling.
Riz was. I'll never forget his face when that was happening.
Yeah, dude, he was just like, wait, what? Why is this working? Why is any of this happening?
How many? You did so many extended grabs. What they call
I
it.
do remember there were some points where he was saying, he's like, wait, Samus can do that?
Yeah,
You didn't even know?
No. But I mean, it's just things that, were they useful all the time? Not necessarily.
No,
but
not at all.
they catch people off guard. That's all. The extender gets me caught, a lot too. It's
Yeah,
not.
'cause you're stuck in that grab
Yeah,
for a long
it's
time.
nowhere near guaranteed. So a lot of people. I mean,
Can
see
you do it out of say you down tilted someone with Samus and popped them up, and then did the extender? Will it catch them out of hit stun?
No,
If
it
it's
will
still
not
quick
catch them out
enough?
of after the F in
Okay.
there. No,
Okay.
it's
They have to be grounded.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be incredible. But,
Right? It's like hit him with an up smash and
Well, imagine just doing if you
Pull him
can get
back
people out
down.
of the air. Just imagine doing it as like a edge guard. Like someone's like recovering.
they're trying to
just,
recover. He's like,
grab
nope.
them.
Pull him up from underneath the stage into a grab and slap him back out. Oh my god, that'd be so broke. Like
That's what I want them to add to.
Fox trying to upbeat or recover.
Yeah.
Nope. Get back out there.
You know how cool it'd be if they put it in PM though? At least the extender, like a regular extender, like Melee.
It would be cool,
Oh,
but
man.
I feel like trying to work in a glitch that doesn't exist
No, I know.
is probably hard.
They put the super wave dash in.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
they did.
You
I mean,
alright.
and that I don't think that was.
That wasn't
a
in Brawl at all.
You alright?
By the way, that's something I want to try to work on. I might do a lot tonight.
Did that
is
gif I sent
the-
you of that dude
Yes.
super wave dashing off the stage to his
I-
death?
That was
remember-
incredible.
I remember seeing that in Melee, but I forgot that all about it because it seemed useless. But just for another flashy bullshit move that I could do, super wave dash off the
There's not
platform
much I
and
can do
shield,
about that.
to where I fly off the platform,
Uh-huh.
and that sends you into a tumbling just like in the GIF.
Yeah.
You need a tumbling animation, but you can still like nair. So imagine like a flying super wave dash nair to kill someone. Like that would be
Off
just-
like as a gimp.
yeah. Someone's
Fly
trying
off
to
the
recover.
stage
Oh,
or a
man.
forward air if you're using the
Yeah.
ice.
Oh yeah.
That would be so good. Or a dunk. If you dunk someone out of a
Dude.
super wave dash, I think I would
Like
cry.
Battlefield, like go to the top platform, you know, like super wave dash off the edge and just.
Oh my dude, I'd never play it again. I think I'd be more salty about that. I said the other day that for those of you who don't know, Toon Link's up taunt, where he pulls out the Wind Waker, has a wind box.
Oh,
if he's
yeah.
touching something that can be moved. So, granted, it's extremely impractical, but you can pull a bomb, Z-drop it, then land right behind it, do the up taunt, and you can push the bomb off the stage.
Really?
It will just slide off the stage and fall. Somebody trying to recover, possible gimp. Ever happens to me, and it costs me the stock.
So wait, is this a baton that he pulls out? or
Yeah,
is it-
the little
oh, wow.
when it goes bring at
Yeah.
the end of it, it put as a wind box around him. So if you drop a bomb and are touching the bomb,
Uh-huh.
it just goes.
No. way.
It'll slide. Now, if you're on the stage, it'll probably slide like a little bit shorter than the length of a Battlefield platform.
Okay.
But if you do it right at
That's
the
enough.
edge, you'll push it off the stage.
Wow.
And bombs, if you touch them, they explode. It has an active, has an active hitbox.
That's awesome.
So if you got the gimp with that, I don't know how because the bomb would explode you upward. But if you did it to like that, to like the spike
there,
or something,
yeah.
I
Dude.
think I would never play Smash again. If someone ever pulls that
Game
off
over.
on me, I quit.
Oh yeah.
But if you super wave dash to spike with Samus, I think I would be twice as salty as if someone got me with that tank bomb.
That would be so pretty.
I would hate myself.
I'm gonna work on it.
I would be super hyped for you, but then I would go in the corner and cry
Uh-huh.
because that happened.
I still have to. I haven't even tried at all since seeing the GIF, but I want to.
I give them.
All right. Fun to think.
Is that all our topics?
Oh. That's all the major topics we have. We don't really have anything else that was written, but if you can think of anything that you wanted to talk about from Reddit or something like that, by all means.
Also, Juicy, if you're ever playing at his name's Jonathan with Shrek. If you're ever playing at Shrek's house, put down Ness. Let him beat on you for a while with whatever secondary you decide to pick up. He's gonna beat you. Just get that in your head before you even start playing. You're more than likely gonna lose, and you may not. You know, he might not know what to do, and you'll get some time in as that secondary character to start figuring out what combos work, timing on your L cancels, just little things that will help you to improve. Like I said earlier, I went to a round robins one day for PM, and all I played was Lucario. I think I might have switched to Roy a couple of times just for fun, but I played Lucario all day. I've done that with Snake in the past, where I played Snake all day, just to get that time in, just to get that practice in, and get comfortable, more comfortable with the characters. Because like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of characters I know how to play. I'm not very good with them, but I know how to play them. So just spending that entire round robins, just playing that same character, knowing you're gonna lose, you don't get salty about it. You know, you just gotta accept you're going in, you're gonna lose. If it happens, whoop-de-doo, you learned a little bit about your character. Dude, you play Ness. The technical hurdle of those double jump cancels, I can't do that if I try. I've tried picking up Ness and Lucas and trying the double jump cancels. I used to play Lucas. The double jump cancels are beyond me. I have no idea what I'm doing when I try. So if you can figure that out, I have no doubts in my mind. Any other character you decide to play, you will get. Unless you're trying to play Fox and like wave shine from one side of the stage to the other, that's going to take a little time. That's a bit of a hurdle. But pretty much any character you pick, you do not suck at those. You land them at least 60% of the time, and you're getting better every time you play. That's enough, Dr. Phil. Just pick up your secondary, play them. You got tired of getting your ass whipped for a little while, switch back to your main, play a match. Switch back to your secondary, start losing again. I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to suck, you're going to lose, but you're going to get better. It's like when I play Nick. I know I'm going to lose, but I feel like I get a little better each time. I'm better at dodging Mart's tech rolls now. I mean, tech chases. Good shit, Kobe.
I went for it, man. I went for it.
I still get caught by most of them, but less so than originally.
That's true, Devin. The tech chases are not quite as fun as they used to be.
Yeah. Me and Nick used to play, and he would tech chase me like 12 times in a row. With the tech chase grab. It was sad, and I'd get so salty and consistently question Nick as to how he was doing that, because I felt like he was reading my mind, but he was just really fast. But I'm better at it now. Still not great. I still get tech chase like a plebe, but better. So yeah, just pick up. Like my Lucario was garbage when I started playing with him. I didn't know how that system worked. I just accidentally did a couple of cool combos one day playing friendlies, and I was like, damn, that was kind of tight. Let me see if I can do that on purpose. And I'm getting better. So, time and dedication, man. Time and dedication. Dude, when you edge guard like that, Trey, hit him with the down air. When he just jumps up on the stage. If he rolls, it's not going to work. But if he just lands on the side like that, hit him with that spike. Neutral air. Just throw like 12 neutral airs in a row. It's guaranteed to hit at least 6 times.
Dude, we should set up
Short out airs.
Another Wii on that TV. We could have 2 going at once. So, we're gonna kind of talk here and there, but I think we're gonna kind of suck back. You quitting? You stopping?
I'm gonna let y'all go.
I'm gonna start you back.
We're gonna kind of stop worrying about the stream as much, and we're gonna start kind of focusing on you, asshole.
Killed it.
No. Devin, who do you like more, Lucario or Roy?
I like Lucario more because he's flashy, and I like his combo system. I don't know. I just really like Lucario. I feel like his options and his play style are underdeveloped. So I feel like Lucario is going to get. Rumor is Lucario is going to get some nerfs in 3.6, which I feel like are unjustified. Lucario is clearly not a tournament destroyer. He's a lot of buttons. Lucario is a lot of buttons.
I just love the way you described that. So who's Lucario? A lot of buttons. That's it.
So, I enjoy playing Lucario, and I feel like playing him and his lot of buttons is going to overall make me a better player with other characters.
Yeah.
So, here's hoping.
Yeah. Plus, people can talk on stream and shit. But yeah, we got friendlies coming up now, guys.